Many learners use cell phones at schools to surf the internet, access social networks, stream videos, and much more. Instead of fighting the battle of banning cell phones in the classroom, why not find ways of integrating cell phones into our lessons for educational purposes? Cell phones are mini computers and thus powerful tools that can be used creatively in a number of ways during our lessons. Teachers can use cell phones as a research tool for collecting evidence of their learners' work through photographs and video recordings. Learners can use their cell phones to learn via internet sites inside and outside of the classroom, record parts of the lessons to guide them when doing homework, and also use them to take polls and as timers, calculators, dictionaries, and even homework diaries. Whatever we plan to do, teachers who want to bring cell phones into their instruction should first of all only select a few roles for mobile participation in the classroom. This will help ease in the use of the device in a manageable way, while at the same time engaging learners and allowing them to use the various capabilities of their cell phones to enhance their learning. A cell phone is different from most forms of technology used at school because it involves personal technology. Most of our learners have invested a great deal of time learning the features of their own cell phone and are aware of its limitations. Cell phones are also affordable and easier to carry compared to laptops and tablets, and learning can extend beyond the walls of our classroom and the confines of the lesson. In an ideal classroom setting, our cell phones should disappear into the background, just like the markers, whiteboards, data projectors, pencils, and paper we use to enhance our lessons. Therefore, cell phones should be used just as we would any other manipulative when teaching and learning, merely as a means to an end. Cell phones can also be used as a convenient tool to provide assistance when doing homework. Simply encouraging your learners to use their cell phones in conjunction with the day's homework will act as a motivator. Many of our learners experience problems with homework, such as getting stuck, not having any help, forgetting to do it, or not being at home long enough to do it. Learners can remedy the problem by using text messaging to contact their peers to ask for clarification or homework reminders. Text messaging help is but a few thumb strokes away. Setting up a peer group through text messaging is therefore a great way to help learners support each other at all levels. Not all of your learners in our classrooms will be in a fortunate position to own a cell phone. Teachers will then have to rely on groups or pair up learners to work together. Another alternative is to ask parents to donate old cell phones that would usually be thrown out to the classroom for use during lessons. An interesting and informative method to introduce the use of cell phones into a classroom is by first conducting an anonymous survey. The results of the survey can be used to obtain information about how many of the learners in your classroom have access to their own personal cell phone. This survey could also help teachers determine what features learners have on their cell phones that will assist with the planning and inclusion of this device into lessons. Regarding cell phone safety and etiquette, teachers must alert the learners to the appropriate use of cell phones before, during, and after classroom use. Learners must be taught to be mindful of every single text message they send and not abuse the privilege. Remember that cell phone use in the classroom is at the teacher's discretion. Develop classroom rules that you would expect your learners to adhere to during lessons. Cell phones must be off and out of sight when not in use, and when in use, it must be used for intended purposes only. Under no circumstances may cell phones be used during test and examinations. Misuse of a cell phone during class must result in the confiscation and possible banning of the device. We hope this lesson will inspire you to use cell phones creatively as a mini computer for future teaching in your own classroom.